The actor behind Shrek and Austin Powers, Mike Myers, is here today to say some absolutely insane things in this meltdown that we're going to be checking out today after he went on SNL to do the stunning and brave thing by wearing a shirt that says Canada is not for sale in response, of course, to things that Trump has done and to Elon Musk and all of that. And he, like many other celebrities, has outed himself as someone who suffers not just from TDS, but also from Elon derangement syndrome as well. And Mike Myers did the stunning and brave thing, guys. This is something that takes a lot of guts and courage to do by wearing a Canada is not for sale shirt on SNL because, well, Musk really hurt our feelings. That is literally what he says here in this interview that we're going to be checking out here today. And not only that, but he also decided to take a very brave stand for Canada in this crazy video that we're going to be checking out here today, which is absolutely hilarious to see. Of course, there's a bunch of leftists in Canada that are doing the whole stand up against Trump thing. It's absolutely just silly. It's ridiculous. Everything that is happening right now is just ridiculous. So let's go ahead and check this out and see what Mike Myers has to say. Standing up with Canada, of course, against the big, bad, mean orange man. Bad.
Mr. Prime Minister, Mike Myers, what are you doing here? I just thought I'd come up and check on things.
You live in the States.
Yeah, but I'll always be Canadian.
But you live in the States.
Yeah, so?
Do you remember Mr. Dressup?
The children's show on CBC?
What were the names of Mr. Dressup's two puppet friends?
Casey and Finnegan?
Bud,
Spud?
Howie,
Meeker?
Capital Saskatchewan.
Regina?
Tragically.
Pip?
You're a defenseman, defending a 2-on-1. What do?
Take away the pass, obviously.
What are the two seasons in Toronto?
Winter and construction?
Wow. You really are Canadian.
Yeah. But let me ask you, Mr. Prime Minister, will there always be a Canada?
There will always be a Canada.
All right, elbows up.
Elbows up.
So this is all just silliness. It's all just virtue signaling nonsense coming from leftists who hate Trump, to be honest. But Mike Myers has also gone on to say some absolutely insane things after he did the very brave thing of wearing the Canada is not for sale shirt on SNL. So he talked about that in a New York Times interview, okay, by saying this. Speaking with the New York Times, Mike Myers says that he had no intention of wearing his Canada is not for sale t-shirt on the show until Trump called for it to become the 51st state, and Elon Musk said it was not a real country, which apparently really hurt Mike Myers' feelings, despite the fact that he has lived in the States for decades at this point, which is pretty hilarious. But he said this: what happened came from my ankles and from my brain and from my heart, and it was not about me, it's about my country. I wanted to send a message home to say that I'm with you, you know? Myers said Canadians who were seen booing the U.S. national anthem at hockey games have a lot of hurt feelings. What's happened has really hurt our feelings. He said, we love America. We love you guys. We don't understand what this madness is. And it's funny because Canada has been tariffing America pretty heavily for, decades and decades at this point. But as soon as America decides to do the same to Canada, then suddenly it's the end of the world and America is just terrible. It's just ridiculous. And honestly, Canada, let's just be honest, is a lot like America in a lot of ways, where they have a bunch of leftists that are, pushing for all of this anti-Trump type of nonsense. And they hate Trump and they boo the national anthem and all of that type of crap. And a lot of that is coming from the leftists and the liberals that live in Canada, much in the same way as the States. Now, of course, Canada has a much bigger leftist problem, I would say, than the States at this point, but it's something that I think more and more Canadians are waking up to. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comments below if you think that is the case, especially if you're from Canada. I have a lot of relatives in Canada, and they tell me some pretty crazy things that happen over there. But he also said, I am also an American citizen, and I took my oath very seriously. That's what's so crazy. Americans are the last people you would ever think would be a threat to us. With all that being said, let me know what you think about what Mike Myers is saying here, and him just pretending, once again, like so many of these celebrities do, just virtue signaling and pretending like he's doing this stunning and brave thing by taking a stand against Orange Man Bad and Elon Musk. It's just completely ridiculous. These people are total clowns. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.